We are live
I'm
today.
we're live. I'm not cleaning, but I'm streaming. Live from Mexico with the love of my life. 20-year anniversary trip. How you doing, Mary?
I'm doing great. I'm a little bit jealous, but it's a healthy jealousy, I think, right?
I I know you're just it is very beautiful here, but you're not a huge beach person. That said, if you can swing it, even though I'm even talking to you people in Florida, like take a trip to the Bahamas. Everyone has to go to the Caribbean once. The water, I know the camera's not doing justice for the water behind me.
It looks
So
beautiful.
it's good to be back. We haven't been down here since before, the pandemic.
Yeah.
So it's just a nice vibe and just thankful to God. Things are going okay if you can fly down to Mexico for a few nights. I want to say a special thanks quick while I have you. To my mom who always listens in. First of all, for supporting our show, but also my kids are 17 and 15, and Joe and I were going to leave them because they're trustworthy. They're good kids. But my mom insisted on going and staying with them, watching my new dog, who's a fresh faced puppy, and she's cooking them a nice dinner tonight. So I love you, Mom, and you're just a great mom and an excellent Nana. So thank you.
That's awesome. So it's I can see you have beautiful weather. That's awesome.
It's
Lucky you.
gorgeous. This
I
is our
recommend
private balcony. I can hear the waves all night. I love it. If you see anyone flying behind me, you've got plenty of feathered friends, and they just glide. Whenever they fly near me, I'm like lucky ducky. The only ones I'm jealous of down here are the amazing birds that just glide all day. They look like they're enjoying it.
um, anyway, yeah, I don't recommend people listen to this with earbuds on. Just if you have headphones
Yeah.
on, take them out
Yeah,
because
you're gonna have other guests on after me. I just wanted to say hi to one of my favorite people. I'm being very good on this vacation. I'm not trying to ruin my vacation by getting drunk. You know what I mean?
oh yeah, you don't want to be hungover on a day of your
No,
vacation.
no. I went for a nice walk today, took the stairs. It's good. There's no guarantees for every day, but I'm trying.
Yeah. That's all you can do. I mean, is there like cocktail hour and stuff? Like, is it
Um,
free?
I'm in Mexico, baby. Everything is included. And I have guacamole with every single meal, and I love it. I love it. I love Mexico. I always go to Cancun though because it's so easy from Boston. I would love to go to the West Coast because it looks gorgeous, but that's always like a 9 hour flight.
Mm.
So am I going to do the full 3.5, 4 hour flight direct? There's a cruise ship sailing behind me. I love it. Thank you, God. I'm not trying to show off. I love it down here.
Oh
Thank you,
no, I don't feel like
God.
you're showing off
Thank
at
you,
all.
Joe.
It's awesome. Well, while you were doing that, Faye, I spent my day watching Murder Mystery and Makeup. So,
Murder mysteries.
murder mystery and makeup. So
Murder. You've told me this before. So they do their makeup while they try to solve mysteries, or they just talk about
they
mysteries.
just talk about true crime stories. So
Hmm.
before I went on, my daughter's like, "Mama, you look so severe." I was like, "Whatever. This is the look that goes along
Yeah,
with this opportunity."
you can get a little heavy-handed when you're watching it. I used to work at makeup counters. I worked for a long time ago. I worked for Origins and Christian Dior. And by the end of the day, we looked like I'm sure we looked scary. Just putting more and more on as the day went on. Ironically, it was at the time when you needed to leave. So the book, The Beach Read of the Summer. Do you want to hear? I'm
Yes,
laughing. I saw a bunch of women down here reading it. It's the book by Prince Harry.
I
I
can't
think
believe
it's
it.
called. I know. I'm just like, it's so funny how much people are into these royals. It's so funny to me. One lady was sitting next to me. She was very nice, and she just kind of told me about the book. I'm like, I don't know if I would have a cup of coffee with those people. I think I called them a welfare family, which I got from your brother. Your brother calls them like the biggest welfare family on earth.
Right, right. Yeah, that book. I heard that book is toxic. It's only is it only Americans that are reading it? Because over in the UK, they can't stand any of them. You know.
Yeah. Well, I got here. She was Canadian. We get a lot of Canadians down here. that's one thing. Like I know, like going to a resort. A lot of people aren't beach people, totally. But one fun thing is, I mean, this room is great. So we've been hanging out in the room too. But like, I like talking to people from all over the world, and everyone's in a good mood, you know. So they'll tell you everything. A lot of Canadians. But we just got here yesterday, so I will give you a final count of the Prince Harry book when I get back. Apparently,
I feel like you're not going to give us a walking tour.
I mean, I don't want to really show you the room. I mean, it's just there's a bed, there's a hot tub. I mean, you know, it's nice. I do love this resort. I won't say where it is right now, but maybe I'll tell you guys which one it is when I get back. Because I would highly recommend it. It's adults only, Mary.
Oh,
Mary, I was
wow.
thinking about you. I know that you have so many kids. And I love kids, and you obviously love kids. But Mary, imagine just being in this area with no kids. It's kind of amazing, and I love kids.
Yeah.
But like, there's no trash, there's no screaming, there's no running. It's nice. I sound like I don't like kids, but I do.
I can imagine. Or I can only imagine, actually. You know where Fulton is tonight. Fulton, or I should say my oldest. Him and his cousin are looking at a college together.
That's exciting. And your the middle sister's oldest?
Yeah.
Begins with an R?
Yep.
Oh, I honestly think that my heart just skipped a beat with happiness. I've always thought that their relationship is so awesome, and they're both so awesome, and that would be amazing. Do you want to say what college it is, or?
Mass Maritime. I think I said that before.
Yeah. Well, whatever college gets your oldest, the cousin, they're in for a treat because don't they call him spring break?
We used to call him that. We used to call him that, and he was like 5 years old.
Yeah, he was. Whenever I see him, and they're all so handsome, but he's got this look. He's got like this amazing long hair, and I'm like, oh my god, you look like you belong on Teen Beat magazine, because he really does. That'll be great. Hey, maybe I'll send Dorian after.
Yeah.
That's wonderful. So they're going to take a tour tonight, or are they gonna what are they doing?
It's tomorrow morning, but the wind, Faye, the sound the wind's making on the mic.
That's right. I'll go in the hotel room. Here, I'll show you guys. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, let's see it. I want to see the tour go. Oh my god.
And this is with the sun going down. You guys have it's so blue. Up here's some of my feathered friends. See them? There's the moon. There's my feathered friends. Yeah, there's a cruise ship. Caribbean vibes. I love it. Mexico's the bomb. Wow. This is my 5th time in Mexico, I think. Right, baby? Yeah, I'll show you the room if you want. This is the hot tub, which may or may not be used.
Oh.
Yeah.
There's Joe in his cabana wear.
There's Joe. Joe, show your cabana wear, honey. Hi, sweetie. Yeah. There's our bed. It's just a night, really, it's got everything we need. And now I'm holding. Is that better without the wind?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, okay. I have no idea. I'll sit right over here. So what else? I mean, I'm on location. What else is going on?
I mean, I don't want to bring you down with
No, I don't care.
Anything.
I mean, as long as it's not anything personal.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
I mean, as far as that goes, everything's fine. I mean, it's been another interesting week, Faye.
Yeah.
In the news.
Yeah, I said they've got American news on down here. I guess Trump hasn't been arrested yet.
He's been indicted, the first president.
Oh my god!
You know what? We had a mayor. Now, granted, Boston's pretty corrupt, but we had a mayor that was literally elected while in prison. So I could see that happening, right?
Well, why not? Let's just. It's so stupid.
Yep. There's a lot of arguments over shoes. I'm not going to go down that. Yeah.
What do you mean shoes? I haven't heard that one.
It has to do with a person in Tennessee, and there's a big debate over. Yeah,
With a
so
bang bang.
yeah,
You
with a bang
know,
bang. Careful with
I
that one.
didn't. I'm sort of an auto hoaxer. I'm not sort of an auto hoaxer. I don't really look too deep into this stuff. You know what else is new? But I was saying to Joe on the way down here, and I'm just like, it's just the minds that comes up with this bull crap. Like we're talking a Christian private, grades K through 6, and I'm so glad that like my kids and your kids aren't worried about this psyop. But just the terror that they're putting into children. It's really effed up, you know?
The I will say the agenda on this event is way different than anything else we've ever witnessed.
Hmm.
You know, the way
In
it's
what
being,
in what way? I haven't really been following it.
it almost seems like they're trying to entice more violence, believe it or not. I mean,
Oh,
why would they ever do that, right?
yeah. And the shoes and the because I did hear about the shoe thing. Joe told me about that. It's just
Mhm.
more mistakes on purpose, you know? It's so frustrating.
Only Hollywood movies can get the costume right. It's an obvious thing where it's like, wait, why did they do that? And then you just have to realize, oh yeah, it's just to mess with everybody's head.
It's a complete psyop. And, you know, I was on the plane. I haven't been on a plane in a while. And I know you're not crazy about flying, but it really is amazing. Like the airports suck, but like to be up there and looking at the earth from that hot way up high, it's really just really like God gives us everything we need, and it's a spiritual experience for me, really, to like be able to look out the window, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I need to be. If I didn't have God, I wouldn't be able to get out of bed. But yeah, because I'm so sick of having our minds played with, and it really bothers me that people like just like there's just people that are just trying to. It bothers me what they're doing to kids and just good people with the head games.
Oh
It's
yeah.
crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. It doesn't matter what angle you're coming from either. It's another event that's causing a lot of debate, a lot of contention. Like it
Sure.
literally doesn't matter if you believe it's real, if you believe it's staged, all of that. There's going to be fighting. I heard from see John Boy just popped in, who's going to come on later. But
Hi, John Boy.
yeah, I heard that even over in 4chan, like 4chan, which isn't that like the cesspool of the internet? Well, no, actually Reddit
I've
is,
never been on. Yeah.
but it's pretty extreme over there. You have to have a backbone to be in there. But even over there, people are like getting really upset when other people talk about the shoes.
Yeah.
It's like,
What,
why?
like getting upset like you're a conspiracy theorist, or are they getting upset that it might be cake in a lake, fake?
Oh, that's a whole nother can of worms. I've heard things about compressing the videos and how that can alter everything because it's like digital CC. It's basically digital CCTV footage. So there's the
Mm-hmm.
whole thing about the compression rate and how that can alter. It's triggering. Everybody's arguing about absolutely everything. Hey, what are you doing in here? But I'm on my
Well,
children.
I'll tell you one psyop that doesn't seem to be taking off and I can tell you this. So allegedly, when Joe and I were going to Mexico, allegedly Mexico was very dangerous, and you don't want to go down there. Well, apparently, not many people got the memo because there's tons of people down here from all over the world. Flight was booked, hotels booked. It's so I'm happy for Mexico.
Were the flights like at least cheaper because of the propaganda?
Well, Mexico's always a little bit cheaper than some other places. I love it. I love it. Love it. I've been just again fifth time. If you ever want to go, hit me up and I'll give you some tips. Um, I don't know. It's just what was I gonna say? I don't know. People don't care. People. I don't know if it's because it's cheaper.
Yeah. Uh, I mean, people. Yeah. I don't know. Honey, my son's literally in here crying, and I'm
Which
like,
son? Your
I love
baby?
it. Yes.
Aw.
You can go downstairs. I don't know why. Oh,
What do you say,
everybody,
Daddy?
Daddy's he's got two people being mean to him.
Oh, that stinks. I hate when people are mean to me.
All right, Sebi, can you go downstairs and tell Daddy you're sorry? All right, so I can finish doing what I'm doing here. He's gonna let you back downstairs. I gotta usher him out. This feels.
What are you and John Boy? What are you and John Boy talking about tonight? I'll let you go soon.
Interesting. Ghost. Like, do animals have ghosts?
Ooh. Do animals have ghosts, or do animals see ghosts, or do animals have? Can I give my vote?
A spirit. Yeah. Of course.
I do. Whatever. But the thing is, I don't know what ghosts are. I've mentioned this before. A big tell is Nightmare Before Christmas. How Jack has Zero, his dog.
Okay.
But I don't know. If anyone was gonna haunt me, it would be my dog Dudley. But he's peacefully in the other side. So very interesting conversation. I look forward to listening in later.
Yeah. I'm just going to share the link with him now. He's welcome to jump on if you want to hear his story. If everybody realizes you are on vacation.
I'm gonna say hi to John Boy and then vamos.
Yeah.
Go to dinner.
Oh yeah. What are you gonna have, Faye?
We're gonna go to a steakhouse tonight. I'm really looking forward to because I love boats in the water. On Sunday night, we're doing a dinner cruise, so that'll be really nice. Other than that, we're just relaxing. It's really relaxing. We work hard. I was up at the bar, and some Australian lady was like, to the bartender. She's like, "Wow, they work hard, don't they?" And I'm like, "Yeah, but you know what? I'm gonna go home and work hard too." So it's all good in the hood. But
I mean, technically today my husband lost his job, but
what?
Another day, another
We'll
dollar.
talk about this off camera. I'll give you a call.
Oh, no. Literally, it's no big deal. But it's like everybody's working hard and everybody's getting shafted.
Yeah. Well, your husband's exceptional at what he does, so I wouldn't be too worried about it.
It is no thing. But so yeah, so because I knew that John Boy was going to come on and we were gonna talk about what we're gonna talk about, I haven't put much thought into questions to ask you and stuff. I thought you were gonna.
No, I'm good. I'm ready. I'm ready to go whenever Joe's ready to go. I just don't want to leave you up here by yourself. John Boy has to come on. I hate when I'm on by myself.
I'm fine. I'll just do more makeup and talk about murder.
Keep putting it on. I can't wait to see close up later because A, I'm not wearing my glasses, and B, you're like really small.
It's severe.
Well, I do. I wish I could say I don't miss Massachusetts at all. I'm hoping to come back to some semblance of spring.
Oh, I have something for you. Oh, first of all, it's freezing here. It's so cold here the past 2 days.
Okay. March is supposed to come in like a lion and go out like a lamb, Mandela effect. Why would it be lion and lamb? But anyway, that's what it's supposed to go out with like a lamb. And I'm telling you, it's cold and everything's dead. So tell me what you're going to tell me. Go ahead.
Oh, just first of all, you're not missing, shocker. You're not missing anything in Massachusetts. But the other thing I was going to tell you is we took our bird. This is ridiculous. But we took our bird to the vet to get
Marco?
Yeah. To get his wings clipped and yeah, I know. I know. It's not right. No. Right after we did. So we got his wings clipped, his talons cut, and his beak shaved. Okay. The poor creature. Now he can't fly. He can't climb up my body anymore. And it's good that he can't bite me as hard. So that's a good thing. So I will never do it again, honestly. But they still are saying because of protocols, you're not allowed in. And there was a woman. So this place deals with exotic pets. So it doesn't matter what your pet is. If it's considered exotic, then this is the vet for you. And there was my husband and my son are sitting outside waiting for the stupid bird. And there's a woman in the car. Hold on. Oh, damn it. I hit the wrong button. There was a woman in the car next to them, bawling her eyes out because she had just lost her dog, but she's not allowed in. Where's the comfort room for this woman?
The hell?
So messed up.
Enough with this fake ass. Don't even get me started. The last thing I want to say is I haven't been listening to a lot of Truthy Truth videos here. But I just want to say, like, out in the community, like, if I hear like anyone that's so-called like trying to speak truth and you actually call it a pandemic, I'm done with you. Okay? Because there was never anything like that. There was never anything like that. So when you say that, like, before the pandemic, no. When you say that, you're telling a lie. Just want to say that. So, but you know what? This is the life that God gave us. It's a very interesting place. And we're going to try to focus on the good. It's easy down here. We're lucky to have each other, as always.
Are you there, by the way?
I'm here.
Okay. You know I'm on my live, right? Yeah. Okay. All right. So
who's that?
Ahead. We have a caller.
Is that Matt?
Hello. This is
Oh. Go ahead.
Oh, first time caller, Matt.
Oh.
First time caller, Matt. I quoted you earlier today on the live and in Mexico when I was talking to someone because I called the royal family the biggest welfare family in history. What?
Is that how we say it down there? Viva la Mexico?
Viva! Oh, ooh, I saw Elvis again. Mary was better the second time. Better the second time. It made me smile on the plane.
Yep.
It's just so good.
Stop it. That's hot. Can you hear Faye, Matt?
Yeah, I can kind of hear her.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to go. I'll let you talk to Matt. I know that you two can carry the show. Peace, love. I will talk to you when I get back, Mary. And thank you, Matt, for calling in.
Have an awesome trip, Faye and Joe.
Thanks, guys. Mwah.
Oh.
Adios. I don't know how to go. Leave. Okay, bye, guys. Thanks.
What's up?
Anyways, I just called in because I know that Faye had to leave and you need a co-host to fill in a little time before your next guest.
What's on your mind?
Well, I was going to call in later because you guys are going to be talking about ghosts and do animals have spirits?
Uh-huh. All right. Well, let's just shoot the crap until then.
Yeah. I have seen. You're gonna think I'm crazy, but I have both me and first time caller Joe, my brother, have seen animal ghosts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But I don't know if they're actual animal ghosts. I think they might be evil spirits.
Well, I don't know.
Like UFOs. I've seen the UFO before. I don't know. It's an alien.
Yeah. So I'm trying to find something to prop you up on here, rubber. So you know how 2 different times I have rescued. I guess the word would be rescued robins.
Yep.
Okay. So when I had my first robin, I was like, I cannot believe the personality of this random creature, right? Yeah. Go get Birdie for me. Go tell Birdie Mama wants her, please. Hurry up. I'm going to time you. I'm going to time you and see how...
All right, hold on. I'll bring it back. Hang on. It's going to take me a while because I have to jump in my car.
But I'm going to time you, so there'll be a prize involved. I don't know what that means.
All right. Margaret, I got to go. I have to do Birdie.
But anyway, so as Looney Tunes. No, I don't even think this is Looney Tunes. Okay, so I had this robin, and this thing was the most adorable creature, and he would preen my hair, and he would like. So he was just like the sweet, or he or she, I think it was a she, was the sweetest bird. And then that one unfortunately died. Robins don't have a long lifespan. And then a couple.
Mary, like every animal that's come into any of our houses.
Oh, that's not true. I had a cat that was 19 years old. Remember?
That's true. I had Gunther. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So then I got another one. I found another one.
You got one.
I acquired illegally. No. So you're not allowed to have I shouldn't even be saying this. But anyway, this other bird had a totally different personality than the first bird.
Yeah.
But they were both robins and they were both wild animals. So I started thinking about it and I was like, okay, what's going on with this? And I think I came to a conclusion that we imprint on animals. I thought you were going to okay. Hello?
No, I heard you whispering to somebody.
I was whispering to Birdie because she said she was going to come on with me, but she's in her robe and slippies.
Oh, okay. Well, it's funny. If you take from, what kind of perspective you take it from, like even even the perspective of like the ancient, Greek philosophers, they say that there's an imprint. I think it was Aristotle who said that the divine, because they believe the ancient philosophers, Greek philosophers believed in the divine, and that the divine has its finger in every aspect of life, which makes sense. As long as something's alive, it's connected to divinity in somehow, right? And you would think that if the divine has its finger in every aspect of a living being, every living being, no matter what it is, has its own personality and therefore has its own different soul, I guess.
You think out in nature they do? Like, you think that, like, there's robins out there right now that there's the jerk robins, then the really, really nice robins.
Oh, well, Mary, 100%.
You do? All right.
Absolutely, 100%. You've got like, this is gonna sound like a really weird analogy or comparison, but it's kind of funny but true. I'll go down to the seafront and I'll get a fisherman's platter, right?
Yeah.
And I won't want to finish the French fries, so I'll throw them out the window and just watch the seagulls.
That is true.
Right, and some of them are very polite, and some of them are wicked jerks, and they just keep pecking and biting at each other. It's
I don't know. I feel like I disagree with you. I feel like it sounds like totally like self-centered human being type of thing to say, but I feel like animals don't matter unless they matter to like a person. What you disagree, Birdie? Birdie's here. You're gonna have to lean in a little bit. Do you disagree?
Well, I mean,
hi, Birdie.
Hi. There's so many animals out there that you're never going to see.
My name is First Time Caller Matt. Nice to meet you.
Hello, Matthew.
First Time Caller Matt. Anyways, yes.
But no, I do disagree with that because I think that there's so many animals that never have contact with humans, so they do have to have a reason to exist.
No, that 100%. I couldn't agree with you more.
I'm talking with her.
No. He knows. He can follow a conversation. So she disagrees with me, is the point.
Well, no, because, seals are jerks to each other. Mm-hmm. Every animal is a jerk to the I mean, listen, I'm not a Darwinist,
Hmm.
but there is something to be said about survival of the fittest. And unfortunately, survival of the fittest means the biggest jerk wins.
But okay, so you know how there's I could get crazy, but I'm gonna get crazy. All right, so you know about the reincarnation, things like that, and a lot of some religions believe that we are reincarnated. What the heck is John Boy? I don't want to get ahead of.
Well, by the way, Mary, I'm just filling in until John Boy calls in because I feel bad because I didn't want you to be all alone on.
Oh, I can seriously carry on a conversation in my head perfectly fine.
Okay, all right.
It's quite sad, but no, you're adding good stuff. All right, here's John Boy, but hold on, let's add John Boy and say hello. Hey, John Boy.
I forgot to push into the studio.
Oh, well, you made it.
Yeah, I made it. I forgot to push into the studio.
Oh, you thought you were backstage. Can you hear him, Matt? Let me see. I'm going to turn up my microphone.
We can kind of hear him. Hi, John Boy. Can you hear me?
Yep, I just turned it up. Anywho, so John Boy is the one who brought up this topic of conversation. So let's let John Boy have the floor for a moment. John Boy, you have the floor. So we're talking about ghost animals, right? Or the spirit of it. Okay. What's your take? Oh.
I'm hearing a double. Everything you said come back double.
Do you have headphones?
Okay, I think it's on.
Is it good now?
Yeah, let me try it. Everything I'm saying now is coming back that I can hear.
Yeah.
This is the most unprofessional podcast I've ever been on. This is so unprofessional.
John Boy, try to leave and come back. And if you have headphones, try those. Yeah, you know, we're working on an intro. I'm working on an intro with a friend of mine. And so it's going to have its debut in Faye's working on it too. We're going to have its debut in a couple weeks, hopefully. And I was showing it to my kids, like how it looks so far. And my daughter said, "You guys have to raise your production value now," because that's how professional our intro is about to look.
That's awesome.
We're not going to raise our production. What you see is what you get.
I guess it matches the content that you're putting out.
Mm-hmm. So anyway, yeah, okay, so back to reincarnation, right? And so what I was thinking, it's like, so maybe animals are reincarnated. Maybe there's only like 15 personalities of robins, you know, and all these other wild animals that just keep reincarnating. I don't know.
Well, Mary, you know, it's funny. This is interesting because when I saw that you're going to be doing this topic, this is kind of a weird thing. You know, me being a Catholic guy. Why did Jesus cast demons to pigs?
Okay, why? Is this a joke?
No. Hang on, everybody. Hang on. Back up. All right. Why did Jesus cast the demons into pigs? I don't know. Why did he?
Yeah.
Because he didn't like the ham.
It wasn't kosher. But anyway.
Your punchline was better. But that kind of shows that like animals can like harbor souls, I guess.
All right, John, hold on. John Boy's back. I do want to hear your thoughts. Also, John Boy, is that better? Can you hear better?
No, you're smoking. John Boy.
Yeah, yeah, I think so. Yeah,
You're still
no
getting an
echo.
echo? No echo? All right. So
Yeah, I can hear myself
I can
echo.
hear it a little
I
bit
say
too.
something, and when I'm done, I hear myself saying it.
That is so annoying. I'm sorry. But anyway, you're the one who brought up this topic. I'll talk slowly so it catches up with the echo.
Right, yeah.
And I won't talk over anybody so it doesn't overlap.
Sure. No, but so oh, he's done with the earbuds. He's like, forget this.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't know if those earbuds was helping. It didn't sound like it.
Okay. So anyway, you're the one who brought up this topic about animals having souls. So I just wanted to give you the floor.
Yeah, the reason is because I had an experience not too long ago, with a dog I just had put down.
Yeah.
And I was kind of half asleep, about to fall asleep. And then I was it's like she was laying there and I was petting her. And then I woke up and it's like I was still feeling her fur, like I was still petting her. And then, I woke up all the way. Then there wasn't no dog there or nothing, but I could tell it was her fur, many times as I felt her fur before.
Oh. Yeah.
But I see no ghost or nothing. It's just I felt her there, and I did feel her coat. I felt her fur. I know it was hers. Then I woke completely up, and there wasn't no dog there. I got another dog, but she's got short fur, not that long, thick fur.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, people talk about that sort of thing a lot, like after a cat dies or something.
Lean in. You have to lean.
Oh, after a cat dies or something, people talk about being able to feel it like jumping up on their bed. So,
There's a Discord friend of ours, and they had a similar experience with a cat that she said had died. She felt it like curled up in her arm where she always slept at. And she just knew it was her, and was petting her. And then she woke up, same thing. About the same type of experience.
Yeah.
Now, John Boy, is that like, do you think that might be like they have the phenomenon of the phantom limb where somebody like loses a leg, but they can still feel it?
Oh my gosh.
Kind of like
So
muscle memory, or, you just used to
Yeah.
feeling that there and
Exactly.
you're
Yeah.
half asleep. So maybe imagined it.
I don't know. We have another person on here who has a story that I don't think was a dream. So, background character, are you there?
I'm here.
No,
I'm back from.
she's probably over there shooting her mouth off, even though she's on mute.
I'm back
Am can you hear me now?
I can hear you now.
High tech. Okay, I'm just going to quickly tell one quick story.
a minute. Hi, background character.
Hi.
My name's first time caller Matt. How are you?
Great. How are you doing?
I'm good.
I'm going to tell a story about a cottage down the Cape. And this is a cottage.
We don't know where you're from. Which Cape? Cape
Canaveral. Cape Canaveral? Is that right?
Cape Cod.
All right, stop, Matt. Hold on.
Anyway, so I was doing work down there, yard work down at this cottage. And in the yard, I found, as I was like digging through the bushes, this old chain. And it was a chain that was stuck into the ground with like a stake. And it was a dog chain. And so I assumed that the person that lived there before used to let their dog go out in a chain in the yard. In the old days, like, when I was a kid, where you'd chain the dog to a tree or you'd tie the dog to a tree, you wouldn't, let them go and, be treated like a person. They would just go sit in the yard all day. So anyway, found this chain, and that night when I was sleeping in the cottage, I heard a chain being dragged across the floor, and I heard little toenails of a dog walking across the floor. And I kept hearing it on and off throughout the night. That when I pulled that chain out of the ground, I feel like I disrupted something.
Ooh.
Yes. And this happened again when I found a rubber ball in the yard, that I heard this thing walking around the yard, which I didn't think of it at the time as being a dog. I just thought it was a weird noise. But then years later, which was probably 5 months ago, my son stayed in this cottage, and he said that he kept hearing a dog walking around. So that's my story.
Funny, you know what's kind of funny, anonymous caller? This is my name is first time caller Matt. I was down a cottage down the Cape once with my wife, and we heard scratching at the front door like a dog was trying to get out.
Wow.
And I got up.
That's interesting.
Anyways, yeah.
Excuse me.
So that's my story about the dog. That's it.
Creepy.
I don't know. I think, do dogs go to heaven? I mean, there's been plenty of people that have said, they don't want to go to heaven unless their dog is there.
According to St. Francis of Assisi, dogs do have souls.
I believe it. I think they're very not all dogs. Some dogs are horrible, but some dogs are very noble, and they would save your life, and they'd wait for their owners, at the bus stop for years and years and years.
And you see videos online of soldiers who died in war, and their support dog, Steve died in grave. And then you see other videos on YouTube of a bunch of pit bulls eating babies.
Yeah, ripping a little kid apart. I mean,
that's terrible. Yeah, so I guess there's good ones and bad ones. I don't know.
Well, it's like people.
No, it's like the seagulls that Matt was saying. Some seagulls appear when he's throwing the French fries out the window. Some appear to be very polite. Others just seem like jerks. But I really think there's something to it. There's an imprinting that as people, we imprint. So background character. I had 2 Robins. I'm just going to real quick. Did you hear this part about my?
Yes. Yeah.
Yes. I can't imagine that out there in nature, there's another Robin that would be so awesome to like sit on my shoulder, preen my hair. My other Robin wasn't like that. They had 2 totally distinct personalities, but all my chickens are the same.
No, I bet they aren't. Because I have some house chickens, and they all have different personalities.
House chickens.
I think if they spend enough time with you, they'll start to develop more human-like behaviors because they're observing.
Well, I mean, there's the pecking order and things like that. Like there's the head chicken who's going to browbeat all the other women into line and pull out their feathers because she's jealous.
Yeah, there's a reason why chickens are domesticated, because they're stupid. That's why there's no such food chain called Kentucky Fried Seagull or Crow.
Crows are brilliant. Crows are amazing. But anyway, let John Boy talk, because John Boy's been listening to us motor mouths.
All right, sorry, John Boy. Us Northerners, we like to talk.
All right. Well, I think that dogs do have souls, and yeah, it depends on how the human treats them, how they behave too. But I think it's like a psychic imprint, a spiritual imprint into physical. Every being is, So yeah, maybe that imprint was still here. My dog got put down, you know, had her for 13 years. So that's 13 years of imprinting in our, energy being together, It could be a residue from that, where she was in the physical.
But they have to go somewhere. I don't know.
Yeah, they do. But, maybe animal souls are disposable too, not like human souls. Something different about humans and animals,
Well, dog,
That's
do
the soul.
animals need redeeming? I mean, it's the flood.
No, so technically, like
There was more animals on the ark than there were people.
no, I'm saying how after the flood they wiped out a bunch of animals too, so the animals were also corrupt or something.
That is true. That is true. Animals, I do think, like what John Boy was saying, then she said in my ear, she goes, oh, it's like nature versus nurture. But you can get the same thing with human beings. If a human being is mistreated its whole life, it could turn out to be a serial killer. If it's treated with kindness and compassion, apparently it can also turn out to be a serial killer. So that's the big question of nature versus nurture.
Not all pit bulls are evil either.
Yeah.
Not all pit bulls are evil. But you have to have a dominant personality. You gotta be an alpha to handle power dogs. Well, any dog really, but especially power dogs. That's how pit bulls get a bad rap too, is from their loyalty. Because anybody even acting stupid to you, they're ready to rip their throat out. And most of the time they're protecting owners. But there is a lot of cases of them attacking kids on the streets, and all that. But I put that on the owners.
That's what
They're
I
just supposed to be in control of that dog.
It seems like those dogs, they're not usually in I don't want to be, am I being stereotypical? They're not in the best areas. Those dogs
Yes, you are.
All right, I won't continue on that. Thank you. But
hold on, what do you mean? Hold on, back a minute. What do you mean not the best areas? What are
I
you
mean,
talking
what
about?
are these dogs doing on the weekends? I mean, are they trained to fight? I don't know, but
Wait, hold on. What do you mean the best areas, Mary? Come on.
shut up. But another point is, it seems like all the most loyal breeds are the ones that are going to make your house insurance go through the roof. Like, what is it? Rottweilers. There's another one, the police dog,
German Shepherd.
German Shepherd.
The big one is first time caller. There's a guy named first time caller Joe who hasn't never called in.
Yeah.
He had a border collie that was vicious, because the border collies, they need land and stuff to run around, and because it was pent up in the house, it was dangerous.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, but anyway, that's totally off the subject about pet care. But there's a lot of animals. It's like, why do you have that dog in an apartment? I mean, even a pit bull, that thing is bred to be able to take a bull on. Okay.
Yeah.
It's like that thing's locked in an apartment all day. I'm sure it suffers from anxiety, and it's probably like on edge all the time. And it has all this energy, but we haven't let background character talk. Oh,
You know my story about those little lap dogs, don't you?
no, what? Oh, no, what? What?
I'd rather have a big dog any day than any of those little lap dogs. First of all,
Oh,
they can be aw.
oh.
You know what's a great show? I don't know if you ever saw it. I don't know if it's on anymore, but Pit Bulls and Parolees. But they have all these people that are on parole and they're taking care of pit bulls. It's like a beautiful relationship. Taking care of each other, I think that's a great thing. I also think people in prison should have cats too. Makes them more civilized. I feel like the people that are in there.
Hold on. No, Birdie, come real quick. Birdie's going to put the bird away because she's upset. Not because I'm smoking around my daughter, but because I'm smoking around the bird. But tell her real quick about that thing before she goes on.
That there are things like certain prisons that do have cats in the system, like
And
and
Birds.
kittens. Yeah, birds, kittens.
Birds
like they
is a big
actually
one.
like rehabilitate with prisoners.
Yeah, I think that's great.
all right, go put him away. Get him away from my secondhand smoke. I'm such
Oh
a
my
bad
God.
bird owner, but I'm a great mom.
Cats are assholes. So. Cats are assholes. All they're good for is to be in the barn to keep the mice away.
Cats are amazing. Okay. This is we're not going to fall into the trap of cat people versus dog people.
Yeah,
Cats are
What about
I'm just kidding,
what
man.
about people? Pigs are supposed to be the best pets ever.
pigs are nasty. I've seen speaking okay, so background character, back to your story, and then I have a story about pigs.
Well, I don't want to get into many details, but I've been traumatized by the fact that somebody was found dead in their house with their little lapdog, their beautiful little lapdog that ate their face off.
Yeah,
When
we
they-
have we have
Mhm.
cousins that are police officers also that will go over to the 4th of July, or we did years ago, and they would tell us these stories and these little tiny useless useless creatures and what they would do to their owners when their owner dropped dead. Yeah.
See, not like the big dog that would just sit there loyally waiting by their side until somebody
Right.
came along.
So not all dogs are created equal, John Boy. Some dogs are cats.
They're worse
Yeah.
than cats. They're always shaking.
Yeah.
She learned from cartoons.
No, she learned from I know where she learned that from, but yeah. The pits. Cat people versus lizard people.
Lizards, reptiles can't feel love.
Cat people versus lizard people. Crazy battles. I know, right?
All right, somebody let John Boy talk for Christ's sakes. I'm sick of listening to you broads.
I don't know what else to say. Well, I love my dog. I'm bonded with my dog. I know my dog would die for me, and she's trained too, and she would rip somebody's throat out. But if you're gonna have a dog, if you ain't gonna treat it like family, you don't need to even bother getting a dog.
Mm-hmm. If you don't like dogs, don't get a dog.
Well, we had a dog, and it was a beautiful dog. It was a English cream retriever.
He's a good dog. Like
He was a good dog, and the thing was,
Hold on a second. I don't remember that.
yeah. So
Did you have it for 5 seconds?
I just
no,
had
it was like 6 months, but
I had
Oh, okay.
just had my last child, so I had 2 infants basically, and I wasn't able to train the dog. And we felt so bad about it that we ended up
Shooting in the backyard.
no.
we just shot it. We put it out of its misery.
Tied
No.
it to a tree, and then the tide came in.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
No, first time caller, no.
Yeah, we ended up surrendering it, and the dog didn't even make it in the door of the place where we went to go surrender it because people were like, "Oh my gosh, are you surrendering that dog?"
Because also we were idiots and we got a purebred one. And we didn't know anything about dogs.
That's the other thing. Pure breeds,
We're dopes. I can't.
not the
Yeah.
best.
So hang on 1 second, Mary. Just off topic.
He wasn't.
First time caller Margaret wants to say hi.
Hi,
guys.
Hello.
Hey, first time Carla.
Nice,
Oh my gosh,
Carla.
Carla. Now you're Carla. Okay, so Carla's calling in. First time caller Margaret. Sorry.
Woo.
But as far as purebreds and mixed breeds, there's something called hybrid vigor, where mixed breeds are supposed to be smarter and healthier than purebreds because of all the inbreeding. They want to keep these champion bloodlines going, but
Mhm.
that messes them up. But they say called hybrid vigor, mixed breeds make better dogs. They're smarter and healthier than purebred. I wonder if that works with humans. On the wall I got in me.
It's funny that you mentioned that because I've heard that 1,000 times. Like, any purebred is well, because they're overbred, they're inbred.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I don't think that works with humans. Unless you marry your cousin.
Yeah, there's a
Yeah.
family in Appalachia that might disagree with you on that, and I'm not. It's a literal family. I'm not being like derogatory.
You're talking about the white family.
I forget their last name, but they're so incredibly inbred. It's sad. It's really
so
sad.
what-
The Hatfields and McCoys.
Yeah.
The Jessica White family.
Yeah, I don't know. I forget.
He knows.
He knows.
Okay.
That's it. So, anywho,
Background character.
yeah, we're so all right. So we covered that topic. What do we got? We're on 55. We got 5 more minutes to kill. Come on, guys.
No, well, your guess is the one who called up with the topic. What does your guest want to talk
Hold
about?
on. Okay,
Ask about the comments.
let's talk about our voice chat last night because me and John Boy.
Yeah.
John Boy.
Yeah.
By the way, I do want to say
Hold on.
No.
Listen, sorry. I'm sorry to be rude. Whereabouts is John Boy from exactly?
you talked to John Boy before, I believe. He's from
Yeah.
what would we say? What do you want to say?
Dayton, Ohio. Dayton, Ohio. Yeah. East Dayton.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I didn't mean exactly where you're from, but
Yeah, okay. I ain't trying to hide from nobody.
we don't do that here. But anyway, John Boy and I were talking last night and like a couple nights ago also on voice chat with other people on Discord, and he sees me in my robe and slippies. But today, John Boy, I've been watching a lot of murder, mystery, and makeup. So my daughter said I look severe. So I mean that it is what it is. Okay. But that having been said, we were talking about numerology. So last night, just on a whim, we were what were we talking about? We were talking about numerology, birth signs, and what was the other thing? But anyway, I forget.
I do too. I don't know.
I don't either. But
Okay.
anyway, so
Life path numbers and the natal chart.
natal charts, that's what it was.
Yeah.
So I went on of course, because I'm a complete skeptic, I was like, let me look this up. So I go and look it up, and I find apparently the crappiest site on the internet. That was like
That sounds absolutely nothing like you would do.
I always go to the most credible sources, of course. But so what did I have to do? I had to do my date of birth and my name, and it added it all up. And guys, it turns out I'm number 1. Did you know that? I'm literally number 1.
I could have told you that years ago. When you were a little kid.
Oh, that is nice. That is nice.
Number 1. Mary's number 1.
I'm still waiting for it to manifest. But do you guys know anything about like natal charts, birth signs, numerology?
Well, I will say this about that. All right, it's like astrology. All right.
Yeah.
As a Catholic Christian guy, I am here by accident. By absolute accident. All right. There's no star sign. There's no numerology. There's no numbers. There's no nothing that can justify my being here, except the fact that I am here alive right now at this point. I can't look up the stars and be like, oh, yeah, okay, yep, okay, that makes perfect sense. That's why I'm here. No, it's silliness. It's craziness.
Background character has something.
I just want to say something about that. I definitely think the time of year that you're born, under whatever sign you're born, has a lot to do with your personality. Just because, I mean, not everything. I don't think you can predict, every month how somebody's going to act or what's going to happen, or if the, things are going to go their way. But I do think that the time of year you're born has a lot to do with the way you are. Like I was born in the summertime. What? I was, just, I was born in the summertime, and I feel like because I was born in the summertime, I was probably sitting in a whatever car seat or what, I don't know, whatever they had back then, you know, kind of unattended for long periods of time, where I feel like a child that was born in the winter would have been, you know, probably tended to more, make sure that they're warm all the time, make sure that they're, I don't know. I just feel like your personality, you'd be like apparently rushing in and out of the house with the baby that in the cold weather, when the summertime, they, you know, wouldn't care that much. And I think it has to do with, you know, would make your personality a certain way.
But I also think, all right, this is controversial, but it's good because nobody's here, so I can be controversial. But with, you know, the moon, all right? And they say the moon controls
the what?
The moon.
I know.
Who?
I
I know about cows.
But anyway, the moon controls tides and things like that. Forgive me, John Boy. I mean, I know as
Let me say this real quick. You know, the moon controls tides, and the human body is 70% water. You know,
and when you're
so if it's going to affect the tides, the water, it's going to affect your water. You know, your psyche, your body.
You know where I'm going with that. So hold on, Matt, please, Matt. Oh, just hold on 1 second. Let me finish this thought, because this is another thing that is like really, I'm so conflicted about birth signs and stuff. So there's sun signs and there's moon signs, right? And when a baby is developing, it starts as a little like cell, and then the water, the first thing that develops around it is all this water, and the child grows.
Hold on, Mary. Are you giving me the sex education?
Yes, but
She skipped a part.
Dad never gave me.
I know I skipped all the good stuff, Matt. But my daughter just elbowed me. But anyway, so you're growing in a sack of water. So if the moon affects water, we are water, and you're developing in water, doesn't that mean that something could kind of imprint? I hate to use imprint again. What's another adjective? Affect you.
I like that. I like the imprint.
Well,
We use imprint with animals.
I already used it, Matt. So it's going to affect you in a certain way that it's like we don't even understand how these things work, and you know, the ebb and flow of what's going on inside the mother's womb that actually helps to form a certain level of your personality.
Well, and also if you look again, we talked about this before, you look at the Farmer's Almanac, and it gives you all these different tips of when, you know, the best time to do different things to have success in growing, you know, crops or raising animals or breeding animals. And they say, you know, there's certain months by the full moon, and this isn't, you know, it's not you know, it's not like, what do you call it? It's not witchcraft. It's just farming.
It literally is. John Boy and I were talking about that too. Remember, John Boy? And I pulled out my chart, and
You know. But you know, the sun and moon was put in the stars, you know, so you could tell seasons and times and days. You know, that's why it's put there for. You know, why you be scared of the moon and how it affects you? That's what it's there for. But I think everybody's put here with a purpose. The life path numbers, zodiac signs, all that. Yeah, they can dictate your personality. You know, and you can, like a guide. You know, you can learn stuff about yourself and other people with that. But you know, as far as predicting the future and you know what's going to happen to you, I don't believe that. But it's put there for a reason, and that's what the sun and moon stars are for. And wandering stars, the planets. They're not planets; they're wandering stars. And it says they're going to be judged too.
No, just listen. This is kind of conspiratorial, but
That's unlike us.
Now, you have like the African races and the European races, and you also have the Atlantean, which I totally believe in the Atlantean races. I think the Atlantis. But how, and also the Native American, races, how do they have all the exact star signs and all the same zodiac?
That's interesting.
We
There's
have. Oh, go ahead, John.
there's
Talking.
there's a Native American turtle shell calendar. Has 13 moons and 28 days. No all turtle shells have that. 13 sections in the middle for the 13 months, and 28 small sections going around the shell. That's what the Native Americans use as their calendar. It's a moon calendar with 13 moons. There was a 1 month in between July and August. I forget what it's called.
Like Jairus or something.
Yeah,
Jericho. No, it
that's
wasn't.
the original calendar. That's the ancient calendar that's been used for thousands of years. Not the new calendar.
The French Revolutionary calendar.
The French Revolutionary. I mean, this is the thing. There's so much that we have been told is new age, right? And as Christians, we're like, oh, well, we better stay away from this because it's new age. And we basically close ourselves off. But I do want to show you this book, which is amazing. It's called God's Voice in the Stars, Zodiac Signs in the Bible Truth. Now, I'm not trying
Not sponsored.
exactly, and I'm also not trying to come up against anybody on this.
Mary, when did you write that book?
I know, right? Please. But it's so amazing. So to your point, Matt,
Yeah.
in this book, it talks about exactly that. And what they point out is that the names that all these other groups had for certain stars all translated to basically the same thing. And it was a roadmap, in my opinion, not coming up against anybody, to the coming Christ and the coming Redeemer. And it's all throughout, like, it doesn't matter what civilization, say chapter 5. You just have to go to chapter 5 to get what I'm talking about. I mean, it's not a thick book.
Skip over all the other chapters, so just read chapter 5. Like, yeah.
But anyway,
There's some people that say who say that when Christ was crucified, it changes things. It changed the calendar for whatever reason or whatever. That supposedly is the event that changed the calendar.
Well, you think about when they had, the Star of David. Wait, was it the Star of David or the Star of Bethlehem? Star of Bethlehem. I mean, that was, some say it was a star, some say it was a comet, some say it was a combination of 3 stars come together. And I don't know, did that ever happen again? Did that only happen once? I mean, you could see if it only happened once and then maybe it changed the order of things, from an astrological point.
well, yeah. Oh,
Some people believe that when Christ was crucified, the Earth's axis actually started spinning in a different way.
you're talking to 2 flat earthers, so I don't
Yeah, the Earth don't have
Hold on. When I say the Earth axis, you know what I mean, the plate.
Yeah, see, that's the other thing that I think that needs to be explored more in the flat earth community, is it wobbling like a drunkard and all this kind of stuff. We have to pull in all of scripture,
It's floating on the great deep. And I also think the great deep goes up above the stars. Oh, no, the stars are behind it. If you look at stars, you look at stars through a telescope. Like, I have a really good telescope, and all the lights of the stars, they just look like they're shine behind. They're like flashlights shined, underwater or something. I just think we're just surrounded. We're surrounded by water. That's all. That's all I think.
Well, yeah. I think maybe the planets are spiritual beings, wandering stars.
Yes, I believe that. Are they the watchers? Are they watching us? And
That's why they have the names of, the gods, Pluto, Saturn, Mars, Mercury, all names of gods.
yeah, interesting.
I'm gonna put on more makeup because you guys are talking out of my depth.
And
Let's
yeah,
talk
they're
about
behind
murder.
water. They're water above the firmament. They're in the firmament. They're in the water above.
Hold on.
Hmm.
Say it again, John Boy. I missed what John Boy just said because I was being flippant.
I said that they're in water. They're in the firmament. The water above. They're in the firmament, in the water
Right.
above. That's why they look like they're underwater, because they are.
Yeah, I think there's a dome. I think there's a dome above the earth, and behind the dome of the earth, I think that's where, I don't know, the stars are and the water. And I also think if you look up at what do they call it? The Milky Way. I think that's just a big giant crack in the sky when during the Great Flood.
No, it's saying.
Yeah, if you look on the earth, in between the goes from the top down, from the north to the south. I forget what they call it, but right in between, like South America, the United States, is a huge crack that goes from top to bottom. And if you look above us, there's a huge crack that goes above us, which is the Milky Way. And I think that during Noah's flood, it all cracked open, got filled up with water above us and below us, flooded everything, destroyed everything, and then just kind of healed again. I don't know how long that took. But.
So it'd be like a scar. But what did you just say? The what trench?
Mariana Trench? Is that what you mean?
Is it Mariana? No, it's not the Mariana Trench. It's a big giant. I know about the Mariana Trench.
We're talking about.
No, if you go to Google Earth and just look at the world.
Okay.
Look at the flat Earth world. And
I know Google Earth.
You'll see the big giant line that goes right in between all the continents, between the United States, South America, Africa. It goes from top to bottom. Yeah, just check it out. It's just a theory.
There are some people said that Aurora Borealis is lights from heaven from a crack in the firmament too.
That's cool.
That's very cool.
That's just something I heard. I don't know how true that is.
I've heard that's the light reflecting out of the hollow earth, reflecting on the clouds from the inner sun that heats the hollow earth. But that's another whole thing.
Yeah, well, I think there can be a hollow earth and a flat earth. The hollow earth being,
yeah, what's below?
Canyons and space and all that. That's below.
Yeah,
Time. Hold on. First time caller wants to say something. I have a sister who's a hollow earther. It's a very interesting thing. But go ahead. Background, not background character. What's your name? What's your stupid hand? First time caller. First time caller?
To me?
Yeah. Go ahead. You've been trying to talk.
No, I said I never heard that. I've never heard that before about the Aurora Borealis. That's all.
I know. Isn't that cool?
They can be taught. It turns out they can be taught.
No, I never heard that.
She's a smart young lady. She'll figure it out.
Oh, she hates everything I say.
Oh, that's an over-exaggeration.
It is an over-exaggeration, but I'm going to say it anyway. But, yeah, so, I remember just back to this book because I felt ultra persecuted when I brought it up to people.
Ultra persecuted.
I have a very easy life, knock on wood. But I strongly recommend this book, guys. And again, no, I'm not sponsored, but it goes through all like Aquarius, Gemini, Sagittarius, God's voice in the stars, God's purpose in the stars. Even just the chapters of it. And I think it's a good jumping off point to get the conversation to go a little deeper with people that have been trained their entire life to think that this is just witchcraft and New age. I'm getting mad. All right, I'll calm down because I am getting mad because I felt like for me, oh, I love that book. No. All right.
You know your sponsorship now?
Yeah.
No, I'm now for my last week it was nail polish. Let me find another thing that I can throw up there. But anyway,
Anyway,
Go ahead.
Can I chime in?
sure, of course, yeah. I'm just talking stupid at this point.
Listen, I want to start a new philosophy,
Okay.
like a new philosophy that is based on old philosophy. All right, everything is exactly as you see it. There is
That's
everything-
not a good idea.
That's a terrible idea.
no.
Continue.
Yeah, sorry.
No, instead of being told that, there's, observe life the way you see it. The way you observe life is the way life is. Don't let anybody tell you it's this way or that way. No, the way we're here for a very short time. Observe life the way that you observe it.
That seems kind of anti-religion, though. Or could you
No,
take it in that direction?
No. It's not anti-religion.
Religion and spirituality, it's not visible.
No. Okay. So
Well, yeah, you should observe. You should observe, but don't take everything you see as reality, because reality's been fucked with.
I'm sorry, say that again.
he said
I say,
reality.
you can't take. You should be observant, yeah, but not everything you see is the way it should be. The way reality's been fucked with the Matrix.
Well, no. The thing is,
And what you can't see is more real than what you can see.
Well, here's an example, okay?
Matt agrees with me.
The theory of gravity, all right? There is no gravity. There's no such thing as gravity. It's just what it is. We're here on the Earth, all right? We're stuck here. Isaac Newton, the apple falling off the tree, that myth, that's bull crap, right? No. There is no such thing as gravity. This is just the way it is. We are the way we are. That's how it works.
Yeah, gravity couldn't be quantified, but its density, heavier stuff is going to fall closer to the Earth or faster than lighter things are, less dense,
And also, live life by your own perception. I don't know if the Earth is round or flat, but as far as I can see by my own eyes, without looking on the computer and looking at stuff from outer space, which is all CGI, I'm happy just looking over the horizon and seeing it the way that I perceive it.
Do you ever see a curve? I'm just curious. Do you see a curve? Because I do think perception is important.
No, it's personal perception. That's the thing that's important. It's the way you see life. We have a very short life here on this flat disc. But the thing is, it's the way you perceive it. Don't take everybody else's Neil deGrasse Tyson or all these people, right? Don't take their perspective. What good does it do for the soul or for your humanity to listen to these losers? To belittle your existence on whatever you perceive your life right now living on this place. All right, now I'm getting angry.
Don't get angry. No,
It's okay.
we're all good. We're all good. We're unpacking it.
Yeah, but if these flat earthers are all crazy and all this stuff. No, allow, again, we're here for a very short time. Allow people to believe, and if that concept brings them closer to divinity and
I feel like the problem. I just
sorry, go ahead.
no. I hear what you're saying. I do. But the people that just go along with the narrative to get along, and their perception is so wrapped up in constant, the education system. From a young age. So even their perception is bizarre. Am I wrong? I don't know. Am I missing the mark?
No, Mary, you're 100% correct. But the fact of the matter is, there definitely is an indoctrination of like trying to keep people away from the concept of a divine creator, and that we are living in like that we are created instead of just like evolved or whatever. Never mind.
All right, fair enough.
I forgot that on a radio
Well,
show.
there's an obvious agenda, to hide truth. And I think every religion is specified for that culture in that region. And it has some truth, some lies, things added out by men. There's one central truth, and every religion just, touches on it and then leads you in a different direction. That's by design.
Absolutely. But the fact of the matter that people who have who think outside of the box, and by the way, the box is exactly what it is. It's a box.
The Earth is
The cage.
The Earth is a box now. Wait.
No, you. By the way, you just said a cage.
Yeah, a cage, a box, like a cage. Yeah, that kind of a box. Every lie is another bar added to that cage to keep you trapped.
Exactly, and the fact that if you step out, if you like have the guts to like try to escape from the cage, then you're crazy. Oh, this person's nuts. This person is, oh boy. Don't listen to this person. What an idiot this guy.
Hold on. I'm going to mute myself. I know that background character has something to say, and my mother's calling me. So hold on.
I just wanted to say it reminds me, just this whole concept that you're talking, it reminds me so much of The Truman Show. Such a great movie if you haven't seen The Truman Show. And every time the main character tries to get off the island, there's either an explosion or a fire or nuclear fallout, or, the bridge ends. And then when he's in school, it shows him as a child in school, and he says he wants to be an explorer. And then the teacher says, oh no, don't be an explorer. Everything's already been discovered. And I just feel like this is what society tries to teach us, that they want us to just be easy, go along with the narrative, don't ask questions, because it's just easier that way. If people start asking questions and, start thinking from themselves, and that's very problematic. So anyway, Truman Show, great movie. That's all.
Yeah. But I don't think everybody's not meant to know, I guess. I don't know, or to figure it out. But with all the chemtrails, fluoride in the water, GMO food, the deck's being stacked against everybody. You just gotta have a curious mind and want to know the truth. And get mad if you're lied to. I don't like being lied to.
I agree. And it's fun. It's so funny. For years, looking up and seeing the chemtrails and seeing it's a beautiful day, and then it gets, foggy and hazy out, and then by the end of the day it's cloudy. And for years, people telling me, 20 years ago, oh no, that chemtrails, that's a conspiracy. But then like around 6 or 7 years ago, I saw in a kid's magazine, geoengineering. This is just something they do. They seed the clouds, and there's nothing wrong with it. It's like, okay, well, before, anytime we even mentioned this, it was conspiracy craziness. But now it's like, no, it's just geoengineering. It's going to help the planet. It's going to help people that live in the deserts. Anyway.
Yeah, and fluoride's good for your teeth, but
Right.
it'll calcify your pineal gland.
Right.
Fluorides in tea that's extremely dangerous, and all cultures have been drinking tea.
Yeah, but no. You got all this information from me, and the fluoride in the water is a chemical byproduct. And the
It's a
fluoride,
pacifist.
The
They was putting fluoride in the toothpaste too back when I was a kid, and they would come to school pushing that fluoride toothpaste on all the kids.
Right, the little tablets and things.
and
They wanted you to get your big dose of fluoride.
but it is interesting that fluoride is also a naturally occurring thing in things like tea that she was talking about. We know that all these cultures,
too, like China.
yeah, all these cultures, their
Well,
teas were
Maybe everything's
medicine.
good and
Huh?
everything's good in moderation. Maybe
That's
some
what
things
I
are good,
think. That's what we
but
said.
you can overdose on protein. You can eat too much protein,
Yeah,
and have
vitamin
protein
D.
poisoning.
Yeah.
Sure. And it's a chemical. My mother literally has witnessed the pipes because this is so weird, but her friend's husband works at a water treatment facility, and my mom was there, and she saw the pipes where the fluoride comes in. And remember, I don't know if wait, did I dream this? This may have been something I dreamt, so never mind.
First time caller Matt. I don't know your mother, but that doesn't sound like anything that I've heard.
Yeah, I feel like I totally dreamt that. That's so
That's
weird.
really embarrassing for you.
It's really not. I have no shame. It's fine. Another day, another
Yeah.
dollar. But yeah, guys, let's wrap it up. Is that good? Or you guys want to keep hammering?
I just want to say one more thing.
No hurry.
It's great when, you live long enough that you can, everything just becomes so clear to you because you've lived through so many different narratives, and the narratives keep on changing over and over again.
Mm-hmm.
And I have to say, when I turned 50, it's like it all came together, and then I realized I don't really care. I don't care anymore. But to see all these like lies and things, you feel like you're being gaslit your whole life.
Yeah.
When you're asking questions about these things, and then you just, it's kind of like how they just keep on changing history. They keep on changing the pronunciation of things,
Yeah.
how we pronounce the name of different countries or whatever. It's just like,
Try.
You know what's one that you pointed out to me, which is so on point, is Halloween versus Halloween.
yeah, Halloween.
All of a
Yeah.
sudden, everybody's calling it Halloween.
Exactly.
It was never pronounced that way. And I mean, we are in the Northeast, but we did travel as young people and things like that. So,
But because it was all Hallows Eve. It was all Hallows Eve. It wasn't, Hollow. I honestly think, that joke that everybody heard when they were 5.
Which one?
Halloweeny.
I don't know that one.
wait, which one?
The one that I heard that it was 5.
What was it? What's the joke,
I
though?
don't think she remembers.
Something like, what do you call like an empty hot dog or something? A Halloweeny or something. And I'm thinking, is this why everybody like is calling it Halloween? Halloween.
Halloween. She had to answer her own riddle. So it's a Halloweeny, guys. Come on. That's what you call an empty hot dog.
Dang, Ian.
I can
But
imagine.
they're trying to change the Mayan to Maya, the instant
yes.
drop.
Wow.
Everybody's trying to call it Maya now instead of Mayan. It's been Mayan the whole 52 years I've been alive.
Right.
Now all of a sudden it's turned into Maya.
Wow.
What about the new spelling of turkey on the news? Have you seen that?
No.
Oh,
The spelling of turkey is TYK.
Oh boy.
How could they change?
It's like Kiev.
Yeah.
No, it's Kiev. Come
Yeah.
on.
Kiev, of course. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. There's a lot going on. We're being assaulted. Literally.
True.
Excuse me.
Next time there's like something going on in Ohio, it's going to be spelled A-H. There's going to be like a weird spelling of Ohio. Ohio.
I don't know how. I'm trying to think of
No,
how to.
AH was a good one.
No, it'd be
AGH.
O-H exclamation point.
No.
H-I.
I heard that they were spelling Massachusetts with an ER, like M-A-S-S-E-R.
Yeah.
Wait, you're not serious, are you?
So basically, what's happening is people
Massachusetts.
don't know how to spell, and now they're making it a thing.
Massachusetts. No, that's not going to happen. That's not going to fly in Boston. They're like, you're adding an R?
They should go in Massachusetts.
Anywho. All right. I hate to be rude. I do have to go.
One last
Oh,
thing.
yeah. Go ahead, please. Sorry. I'm totally.
One last thing. What's round on both ends and very high in the middle?
What?
Oh,
Me in Ohio.
Ah, there you
You
go.
got it. You got it. It's round on both ends and high in the middle. Hey.
All right, I gotta tell one quick joke now. Everybody else did. What did the 0 say to the 8?
Don't know.
Nice belt.
Oh,
That's so cute.
that is cute. Wholesome. This is so wholesome.
I think we need a comedy night.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And then it will
I
be
have
karaoke. And yes, it's going to be great.
I have a 1970s joke book, 101 hamburger jokes. It could,
No.
That's what you need.
bye.
Oh, you're hanging up?
Yeah. Yes.
All right. Thank you so much for joining us, background character.
Anytime. All right. Bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, first time calling Matt, signing out. Awesome talking to you guys.
I know.
Great show.
That went fast. Thank you so much. You came in to save me, but yet you added so much. So I appreciate it.
I appreciate you, and awesome talking with somebody from a different part of the country. Who,
Oh man, you need to get on Discord with us. We're all over the globe over there.
all right,
I called it a globe.
all right. Anyways, I'm checking out.
Yeah. It's not a globe.
All right. All right. Thanks, first time caller. Bye.
All right, bye.
All right. See you, Mary.
All right. Thanks, John Boy. You guys are
Yeah.
awesome. Thank you so much. All right, and you're the last one standing, BDAT. Oh, John Boy's still here.
Yes. What you
Oh
said.
no, dude.
I don't think background character knows how to leave either, but it's fine. We're just gonna summarize. My daughter was so nice to join us also. And do you have a conclusion on any of this?
There's stuff I wanted to say at the time, but like now I forget.
All right, fair enough. But it's interesting, right? It's kind of crazy. Once you sit down and you listen to people break it down. No, you're not impressed.
Yeah, no, some of it's cool. What do you want from me? Like,
I want. Okay, nothing.
there you go. That
Nothing. I thought we would have some cute banter and then we'd shut it down, but I guess that's not a thing.
Car ride, okay?
All right, fair enough. There will be no cute banter to carry the stream out, but at the beginning of the stream, we got to see Faye's amazing location, and she showed us. I mean, her vacation looks awesome, and God bless her. I hope she and Joe have an amazing time. It was a good night, I feel like. Yeah. And yeah, we're gonna wrap it up here. So next week, hopefully same time, same channel. We'll see. God willing.
Yes.
All right. All right. Thank you all. God bless. Have a great week.